Dr. Cody Sipe here with a functional fitness tip for you. Today we're going to talk about how to challenge the frontal plane of the body using tubing. What tubing exercises can we do that are going to challenge us in this side-to-side plane throughout the core and throughout the trunk? Well, one of the keys in challenging our body in the frontal plane is that we need to be unbalanced. That is, we need to have resistance on one side of the body as opposed to the other, or at least a greater resistance on one side than the other, right? And the greater the difference is between one side and the other side, then the more demand we're going to have in the frontal plane. So, a few exercises that we can do. Tubing, one arm shoulder press. Okay? Only using one arm, it's trying to pull me down to the side. I'm having to resist against that. Okay? Side lateral raises. Okay, similarly, I'm only working one arm. Okay, so it's trying to pull me down in that direction. I could do shoulder shrugs, just one shoulder at a time. Even arm curls. Okay, and finally, okay, I could even do overhead tricep. All right, so anything that's trying to pull me to the side, okay, over one side of the body is going to challenge us in the frontal plane. Tubing is very versatile and we can use it for lots of different kinds of exercises. Even if we anchored it over our head somewhere and did a one-arm pull down, okay, that's still going to challenge us in the frontal plane. So the more resistance you have, the more it's going to challenge you in the frontal plane. And what muscles are you working? Well, if it is trying to pull me down over to this side, then the muscles on the opposite side of my body, okay, throughout the core, okay, are going to have to contract and hold my torso upright. So not only if I did this lateral raise, working the shoulder over here, I'm working opposite core hip muscles on the other side. And the more that you challenge that as far as the resistance level goes, okay, the more demanding it's going to be for the core of the body. The great thing about the core is that it really works with a lot of isometric contractions. That is, it is contracting so that your body doesn't move, and that's how we want to protect the spine. So this is really important that we try to challenge the body in the frontal plane. Can we create these imbalances so that we make the core muscle work and that it holds itself for a certain period of time and really builds up that isometric endurance, because that's going to help us in our daily life, protect our spine, reduce risk of injury, and help us just to move around and do the things we like to do with greater ease. So I'm Dr. Cody Sipe with another functional fitness tip.